Palantir is going through a huge change, and this will leave a lot of people behind. Days before their earnings report, and we're seeing a lot of movement. But if you know what's actually happening, you can act accordingly. This is your last warning. Palantir is giving you a huge opportunity. But what am I even talking about? Are all of these even real? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Palantir's shares are being exchanged among different holders. A few people have been letting go of their shares. And the biggest bombshell of today is CEO Alex Karp's selling of shares. This has caused a slight panic in the market today. But those who know the reasons behind all these will probably see a huge once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So stay tuned, and let's get right to it. Cathie Wood's ARK Invest recently made some significant moves in the stock market. ARK Invest sold over 120,000 shares of Palantir. They also sold a part of their position in Tesla. At the same time, the fund purchased more than 140,000 shares of Amazon and over 38,000 shares of Meta. They practically let go of Palantir to buy more shares of other tech companies. What could this mean? These shifts show a change in ARK Invest's strategy. And this has been making the headlines with some of Palantir's doubters, saying that this could be the start of Palantir's dip. But this is just the start. Concerns are rising even higher about Palantir's future. Many believe the Palantir bubble is starting to burst. Adding to these worries is the news that Palantir CEO Alex Karp has filed to sell another $150 million worth of shares. This sale comes just before the upcoming earnings announcement and brings the total to around 3.3 million shares sold by Karp. Selling such a large amount right before a key financial report has raised eyebrows. Investors are questioning what this could mean for the company's performance. These moves might have led to slight panic in the market. With Cathie Wood's ARK Invest cutting down its Palantir shares and Karp's substantial sale, some investors are getting nervous. And here's how the market reacted. The combination of these events has caused uncertainty, which may explain the recent dip in Palantir's stock price. During the last trading session, Palantir experienced a small decline, and it appears that these recent developments played a role in shaking market confidence. Investors often react strongly to insider sales and big fund changes. When the CEO of a company sells millions of shares, it can signal to the market that something might be wrong, even if no direct evidence supports that idea yet. Similarly, ARK Invest's decision to reduce its Palantir holdings could add to this fear, leading to increased volatility in the stock. As a result, Palantir's price took a small hit, leaving investors to wonder what's next. But there's a reason why the dip is so small. All of these doubts will be erased soon. Listen to this. Metav Investments LT, a $6 billion fund, recently started a new position on Palantir, buying over 35,000 shares. At the same time, the USCL iShares ETF, a $2.2 billion fund, also began a new position in Palantir, purchasing over 117,000 shares. These moves show that large funds still have confidence in Palantir's potential. Despite recent insider sales and market fluctuations, funds continue to see Palantir as a strong investment. The decision by these funds to start new positions reflects their belief that Palantir's long-term prospects remain solid. Even with some investors showing concern about Palantir's stock performance, these actions prove that institutional investors see value in the company. Large funds don't make decisions lightly, and their investments signal that they trust Palantir's strength in the AI and tech sectors. As these funds build their positions, it suggests they believe Palantir will continue to grow and deliver results in the future. And with all this info, here's what you need to remember. The recent sell-off by ARK Invest is part of a shift in their overall strategy. It doesn't necessarily reflect a negative outlook on Palantir. More importantly, Alex Karp's decision to sell shares is part of a pre-planned selling. He was simply exercising his stock options. This means that his actions aren't a reaction to any troubling news within the company. Many might assume that insider selling signals problems, but in this case, it's not about something negative. Karp's move is more about taking advantage of his stock options, which is a normal process for company leaders. This changes the perception that something is wrong with Palantir. In fact, this could be seen as a huge opportunity. For those who don't own Palantir shares yet, now might be a great time to buy and start a position. And for those who already hold shares, it could be a rare chance to add more at a slightly lower price. With confidence from other large funds and steady leadership, Palantir may continue to show strength in the long term. However, you still need to be on the lookout on how the market will react so you can move accordingly. What's sure, however, is that several of these funds see something in Palantir that most retail traders don't. And they're just going to scoop up any available shares that they can get their hands on, despite Palantir playing around their all-time high. These are the potential reasons why these funds are adding to their positions. Hear this out. This is how Palantir is going to take over the AI space. A U.S. soldier with the 1st Space Brigade was recently seen operating a miniaturized satellite data system during a Project Convergence event at White Sands Missile Range. The 1st Space Brigade plays a crucial role in space operations, delivering combat power in support of their joint communities. The brigade's forces are stationed worldwide, with 25% of its personnel dispersed across 17 locations in 11 countries and 6 time zones. Most of these soldiers are engaged in around-the-clock missions supporting joint tactical operations, missile defense, and current deployments. What stands out is the close relationship between the 1st Space Brigade and major U.S. defense commands, such as U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, U.S. European Command, and U.S. Central Command. All these commands are using the Mission Support System, MSS. Since Palantir has contracts with U.S. Space Systems Command, it's possible the 1st Space Brigade is also working with Palantir, bringing them closer to world dominance, one step at a time. But this is just the beginning. The U.S. defense is quickly adopting new technology like drones through key partnerships with companies such as Anduril, Palantir, and SpaceX. According to General Randy George, their defense is focused on keeping its equipment adaptable and relevant to its changing demands. We need to adapt. I'm sure we will because we don't have a choice, George emphasized. This statement reflects the urgency they feel about upgrading its capabilities. Palantir is positioning itself as a critical player in this modernization effort. With its self-service software development kit, Palantir is empowering defense technology developers. This kit supports programming languages like TypeScript, Java, and Python, allowing developers to interact with the defense ontology and Palantir's Gotham applications through Open API. It provides a rich set of tools for building advanced defense solutions, which could become essential for the Defense Department's joint all-domain command and control efforts. These partnerships and technologies represent a massive opportunity for Palantir. As the U.S. defense continues to upgrade its systems, Palantir is well-positioned to benefit from new contracts and sources of income. These developments could push Palantir's value even higher than it is now. With the defense sector being such a crucial part of Palantir's business, these advancements could lead to sustained growth and continued dominance in both the tech and defense industries. And on top of all this, Joe Lonsdale recently shared a strong opinion about the need for a competent society. He said, "I would pay a 90% tax rate if we could keep our society competent. If we could stop illegals from swarming into our country, fire unaccountable bureaucrats, and put systems in place to make our government functional." He added, "I'll pay 90% of my fortune if that's what it takes for a functional country for my kids, grandkids, and everyone else." Palantir was built with the goal of being a tech solution that provides checks and balances within government operations. It aims to optimize efficiency and ensure good stewardship. This vision aligns with what Lonsdale expressed, a desire for systems that make society more accountable and competent. These strong beliefs from Palantir's leadership are part of what makes the company stand out. They know their mission and are deeply committed to it. This clarity and focus are why Palantir has the potential to grow even larger than Tesla. They have a clear direction and a firm understanding of the steps needed to achieve their goals. Their conviction in Palantir's mission sets them apart as a tech leader of the future. But what do you think about this? Let us hear your thoughts in the comments. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Palantir update might make you lose money. So, don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.